So we know what was going to happen, and indeed it did happen. What is that? INART is dropping their 1/6 scale Supergirl figure for the 2026 movie. This actress is Milly Alcock. Little controversial, right? I saw the movie, I enjoyed it. We're not going to get too much into that. What we are going to get into is which one you should pre-order, if any. Now, me personally, I already pulled the trigger on the Hot Toys version, but we're going to take a look at this INART because traditionally INART wins. But is that the case this time? Let's find out. So just to be forewarned, we don't have a lot of pictures. These are more like teasers. We have 2 images of Milly Alcock as Supergirl, and it's stating that the pre-order is open up on July 3rd. Now this is kind of interesting because the Hot Toys Supergirl is supposed to ship between July and December of this year. So if you want your figure now, you're gonna have to go Hot Toys. If you want to wait and maybe pay a little bit more money, INART may be the way. So taking a look at this 1/6 scale figure, I gotta say, right away, I noticed something. I took a sneak peek. I noticed something. This is something that I had a problem with the Hot Toys. We have translucent eyeglasses. Translucent sunglasses. Finally, they're doing it right. INART to the rescue. No pun intended, you know, Supergirl to the rescue, right? So she does have her iconic look with the orange earbuds, the traditional headphones. One thing that I am noticing though that I don't like, those headphones slightly too large. The earbuds, the foams, a little bit too large. So one thing we are skipping over is this is wool implanted hair, unlike the Hot Toys version. The gold belt looks amazing. This is going to be the shot from the posters. We've all seen the marketing material, but let's move on. Let's go ahead and take a look at a close-up of Supergirl. Here she is, Milly Alcock. Right off the bat, it's got that traditional desaturated skin tone that we see on INART figures. Her eyebrows are a little bit more bushy. She's got that dour type of face. They choose some controversial expressions in art. They really do. The Superman with the closed eyes. Now we have this dour, downtrodden Supergirl, a little bit lethargic looking, to be honest with you, but the eyes look great. It does look like Milly Alcock. The hair looks phenomenal. What is this price going to be? I'm guessing maybe around $400. The Hot Toys was like $385, so it's going to be a little bit higher. This is what you get with INART. You know, not as many accessories, if any, in some cases. So you're choosing quality over quantity, and you're gonna have to be a little bit more patient. We have some good texturing on this suit. Now, I did some comparisons with the Hot Toys. But before we move on to that, let's go ahead and refresh our memories. Let's take it all in. This is Milly Alcock as Supergirl. Let's take a look at her bone structure. Let's take a look at her physique. Let's take this in and see. Get a memory. This is Milly Alcock in her coveted hamster pose, or not coveted, rather, her patented hamster pose that she was so proud of on that press tour. Now, I put them together for you guys. A lot of people are like, we want to see comparisons. Okay, I got you guys this time. So on the left, we do have the INART. We have the INART. In the middle, the real deal, Milly Alcock. On the right, the Hot Toys. There are going to be some color differences. Don't pay attention to that. That's just, you know, the photographer's choice. Now, which one really looks more like Milly Alcock? I'm going to say that they both kind of got the eyebrows wrong. It's not as bushy as the INART, and it's not as clean as the Hot Toys. It's somewhere in between, so they're a little bit off on both of that. Which one would I go to? It's hard to say. Probably INART. Now, something that I've been noticing here with the Hot Toys figures, this is a common mistake that they make in their sculpting or the artists that they choose for these projects. Take a look at her eyelids, the upper eyelids right here. A lot of times on the Hot Toys, for whatever reason, they give them no double lids. On the INART, we do have the double lids, which gives a more human look. It looks better. She does have a strong jaw. I think that the INART is a little bit better. Of course, without a doubt, the hair on the INART is way better. It's rooted. The hairline is more accurate. Here are a couple pictures of the Hot Toys as a comparison. Here are the Hot Toys. This is the one I pre-ordered. There's only one SKU for the Hot Toys. There's no artisan. Now here's with the trench coat. This one is also the Hot Toys. Now I've thrown together a mock-up of all three in the iconic trench coat look, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of these differences here. Overall, I think the INART is absolutely winning. You got the rooted hair, you have earbuds that are actually foam. They are oversized. This could be easily fixed. They need to be made a lot smaller. They're just huge. They look kind of comical right here. The tones on the costume we could overlook because that could just be color balance of the camera, but it is more vibrant on the INART. Whether that's true in real life, I'm not sure, but it is more vibrant on the INART. The gold belt buckle, the waistband looks much better on the INART. One thing though that the Hot Toys is absolutely winning on is the S logo. The S logo is the right size, the right shape. It looks perfect compared to the INART. The INART is oversized. It has too much texture, and I would say that the texturing on her suit is a little bit too large as well. Whereas on the Hot Toys, it's a little bit more under control. The belt, yeah, the belt on the gold belt on the INART looks a lot better. So yeah, these are the differences. I think overall, the winner is going to be INART for sure. You're just going to have patience, a little bit more money. I think it's going to cost like $400. So INART, without a doubt, is probably going to be your winner here. And last, I want to take a look just at the figures by themselves, side by side. Which one are you going to go with? Are you going to go with INART? Are you going to go with Hot Toys? I'm committed to the Hot Toys one because I already did my pre-order. I do have the Corn Sweat Superman, so that's why I'm going with the Hot Toys. I'm not going to say it's better because I don't think it is. I don't think it should be better because it's going to be less expensive, I do believe, unless they surprise us on these pre-orders and the INART is the same price. Then maybe even myself, I'll want to be like, do I cancel this pre-order and go for INART? So to settle the argument, which one is better? It's INART. It just is. I've shown you the pictures. I've shown you why there should be no debate. The INART is better. But I'm buying the Hot Toys because they give us more figures. They're very consistent. They're about a solid B grade. Whereas I'm thinking you're getting like an A+ with the INART. You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna have to wait for it. The whole you can't buy it directly thing if you're in the United States of America. There's a lot of hurdles with INART, but it is better. So there it is, the INART Milly Alcock Supergirl. Let me know which direction you're going. You going with INART? You going with Hot Toys? You going with nothing? Let me know below. Thank you for checking out the video, and peace.